Going live. I'm going to let everybody slowly come in. Hey, Heather. Wow, that was fast. Oh, my mic is already out. There we go. Yeah, you caught it from the... Hold on, I'm having some technical difficulties. All right. Oh, it's already out. What is wrong with this thing? Hold on, everybody. What can I do to make this better? There. Oh. Christ. Wow. So annoying. Let's clear the energy again. Man, we gotta wish me a new microphone because this one is fucking pissing me off so much. We are back on track. Holy moly, what's going on? We just have you in the house, Heather. It's a Friday night. We might be the only ones that are sitting at home doing nothing. I mean, I just got home, literally. And my sister's like doing her astrology thing, so I have nothing to do. I'm kind of tired, to be honest. I've had a really long week. I've had a long week. Let's get some candles up in this bitch. Hope you've had a good day. I hope everybody has had a good day today. We're going to pull in some NRG because there is some heavy energy going on right now. Oh, so much unnecessary shit. All right. All right, Heather. We got Mars with the 4th house and Taurus. All right, so we got roots and home. Energy, drive, freedom. You know what? It could be like religion. I went out and bought a whole bunch of movies the other day. And they all had references to the devil in them. Every one of them. And one of them was primal fear. One of them was the reaping. I forget the couple others that we watched. My sister and I watched. But it all had references to the devil and like being possessed and tricking people and like hiding in plain sight and religion. And I feel like a lot of people are born in these really religious houses, and when they're older, they like regress huge and go out of what they've learned from their family. And I feel like religion is one of those things that when you get hit bad with it, it's bad. Okay. And it's like people use the Bible to hurt their kids. They use the Bible to brainwash. It's a lot of it is like to do with controlling children and spouses. Though, you know, it's whatever the book says. And people know deep inside that it is a bunch of stories. It's not real. It's fiction. And they take that shit so seriously that they'll marry the book before they marry a fucking person. You know what I mean? Like, hypothetically speaking, people really want to get into God. Okay. And they'll do whatever it takes to get in to the good books, how they feel. And if that means treating and mistreating people because this holy Bible fucking says so, like, what happens to children because of that and how they grow because of that is fucked. Okay. I would know. I'm one of those children. My parents never used the Bible against me, but I had to go to church. I went to a Catholic school mostly my whole life, minus high school. High school, I got to choose. And, but elementary school, they just forced that shit down my throat. And I was living with a pedophile. Like, are you really going to sit there and talk about fucking God to a child who is being hurt by their parent at home? Like, really? You're going to tell me there's a savior who's listening to me, who's answering my fucking prayers, right? So I got, like, you know, me and religion have never really got along, okay? Like, I believe in God. I believe in the devil. I believe in demons. I believe in a lot of things. Do I believe in religion? No. That to me is very different. I feel like people use religion to control other people. That's just my opinion because that's what I've seen. I haven't seen it any other way. So forgive me if people have had free religion, okay? I don't know what that means. So I can't speak for that, okay? I can only speak for what I've endured. And let me tell you, this shit is in my roots and in my home. And this whole Mars energy is, did you just hear that? Why do I feel like that sounded like a gunshot? I mean, my window's closed, but I think that was a gunshot. I live in a really bad neighborhood. Don't be surprised if you hear gunshots. Simple aggression, because aggression would be to fight against, but simple aggression, right? It's like you couldn't fight it, but now you can. You know, like, this is fucking heavy energy. And, like, you know what's so funny is primal fear. That one is about killing an archbishop who made his altar boys perform in pornographies that he taped. And what I do know about the church and their archbishops, for one, if you don't know what an archbishop looks like, you should look it up, because they look like Satanists. They look like the fucking KKK. Okay. What they wear in those churches is so culty, for one. It's so disgusting and another. And from what I've heard, the higher up you get in the church line, the darker you really are. So, like I said, forgive me if your religion has been amazing, okay, and free speech and nobody touched anybody and it was just great, okay. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the churches with the red crosses outside of them that glow at night. Okay. We're talking about the underground. Like, I mean, why do you think COVID hit? You know, when COVID hit, churches should have been the first fucking thing that stayed open. Why did they close down? They're considered sanctuaries. Why were they closed down, right? What were they doing in these places that were closed down? And another point was malls. You know, they closed down the malls. Why did they close down the malls? And we know that a lot of bombs are hidden in malls, and a lot of really illegal activity happens in malls, right? Or they wouldn't exist. I mean, like, people have to understand, how did anybody get that money to build the mall to begin with, right? And then the stories that you do hear about people who have been trapped in malls at night, right? You know, because nobody knows that they're in there still, and then they shut the whole mall down, and then these people see people coming in with shit. Like, I've seen a lot of videos like that, you know, because now people have their phones with them. So people are just like turning on their cameras right away. Like, what the fuck is going on? And they're catching malls and shit doing greasy things. And honestly, I'm just talking about this. I don't know what the hell is going on. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm not going to go investigate things, but what the whole reading is about is, like, I think somebody has realized they did have a quote about the archbishop being two personalities. And when he made these students perform sexually to make these porno tapes for him, he said it was his way of releasing the devil. So he himself, an archbishop of the church, is admitting that the devil is inside of him. So if a fucking archbishop can admit a devil is inside of him, how can people still say that they don't exist? How can they still believe in so much of this that it's like, and especially these third world countries where full-grown 40-year-old men are marrying 10-year-old little girls? How is that possible? And they're saying it's part of their religion. How? If God loves us so much, how can they be married to full-grown men? What up, Wenbird? What up, Wolfman? Okay. I mean, you tell me. Like, I'm just trying to figure out the reading. I don't really know. I'm just diving into this. There's a lot of articles I've read over the years about foreign countries and bride slavery and what they do to women, and certain countries where they cut their cervixes off, and honestly, like they want to punish women, and a lot of religion like that. That Ruby Frankie bitch, okay, she says that, like, she admitted, she said that her children were monsters. She said they were possessed. Like, how? Like, how could you say your own children? These children were like 4, 5, 6, 7. How can you say that your own children are possessed? If they're possessed, then they're possessed by the parents. The parent let the child become possessed. The parent does not have any shields on their children. They're not protecting them. They're not watching out for them. They're not clearing them. They are putting their children in the line of fire for religion. Fucking religion. How can you say that that's a good thing? I'm just saying, you know, like I said, I don't really believe in it, so I don't really have an opinion on it. But if you grew up really with a really religious group of fucking people, then I can only imagine how you feel now. I can only imagine. There was this one XFiles episode that I'm getting now, and these people that were like churchgoers, Oh my God, there's so many different now I'm getting a couple X-Files episodes that have to do with like churches and cults and shit. And one of them, this girl was like, she had, I mean, I think she lied about the whole fucking thing, but she said like she was like sacrificed, and she had she had two babies for this cult, and both babies were killed for the cult, and the blood was drained from them, and they were ripped from her womb and all of this stuff. And I think the story is actually fake. I don't like, because then they like go into this whole thing about like her parents doing this all stuff to her, and then it turns out it wasn't the parents. The parents didn't do anything. Or did they? That's what I'm always so confused about. You know what? Honestly, I feel like I black out. Okay, like with stories, like I feel like I can't sometimes know the ending of things. And then I black out, or like I'll fall asleep every time I watch a movie at this certain time. It's so weird. And then I have no recollection of like what happens during that part of the movie. And now I can't remember, because it's almost like maybe you can't remember. Maybe you can't remember what happened to you. Maybe you can't remember the things that your parents did. Maybe a lot of it is like, maybe a lot was dismissed as normal behavior. And you're like, okay, listen, I've been around a lot of people. I've been around a lot of families. And let me tell you, nobody else's family acts the way that my family does. So how the fuck can you say that that's okay or that's normal? And I was actually like, my family was kind of like that. Like my parents, both sets of my parents, because I had a split family. None of my friends had parents like mine. None of them. Like they had full fucking reign of their kitchen. They were allowed to eat whatever they wanted. They were allowed to fucking, oh my God, the demands that some of my friends had over their parents. And like, you couldn't touch the fridge in my house. And in my mom's house, she didn't have any fucking food. And in my dad's house, fucking his wife put us all on diets from like 8 years old and on. Never let us eat, always starved us, kept food in the cupboards, but we couldn't eat it. It was like a prison. It was like, obey us, and if you don't obey us, then we'll destroy your fucking life. Like how can you say that that's a good role of a parent? Like to hurt your children, or to abuse your children, or to use a book to abuse them, or to use a third party to hurt somebody. It's like, how the fuck can you say that? You know how many people probably have hurt you, and they say that you deserve that because of karma. No, karma is its own thing. You don't control karma. You don't get to say that karma's going to get you, and then you choose to go and do something to them as their karma. That's not how it happens. And like, people could have gone out of their way to hurt you because they assumed you did something to them. And then they read the good book of the Lord, and they hear that karma exists and that people get what they deserve. And they go out and they hurt you back. And it's like, you didn't even know you hurt them to begin with. And then there they are coming and hurting you for something that you don't even know that you fucking did. You have no idea what happened, right? That's the funny thing, is like, whatever is being exposed with somebody, whatever religion is being exposed, or whatever wrong doing is being exposed, you're being set free. And that's why the Mars energy is there, because it's giving you the energy to walk away. And it takes a lot of energy to walk away. It is not easy. People think it's easy to walk away from people. It is not easy. And then when they choose to walk away from you and you're left hanging all by yourself, that shit is not easy. To go this road alone is not easy. We choose roads that are hard because we never want to turn back and redo what we just did to get back to where we were. No. I'd rather keep going at this point than turn around and go back, right? That's the thing. You have to get away from the aggression, even if it forces you kind of almost like out of your shell, forces you to kind of keep moving on. It forces you out a little bit, but at least it doesn't fixate you in on an energy and keep you there. Where I think people have tried to keep you in places, and that doesn't work anymore. They can't use religion. They can't use contracts. They can't use wedding rings. They can't use this shit to bind people. And if they do, let it be known, it's getting written down. So, I mean, thou shalt do what thou shalt do, but everybody needs to know that you want to play dirty, it's going to come with dirty karma. Right? It's going to come with dirty karma. And dirty karma is something that a lot of people fucking deserve. So don't feel bad for them in the end when they have to eat all of this shit that they've given out. I mean, especially, you know what? I think a lot of it too is kind of like lazy parenting, right? Listen to the good book and just fucking preach Jesus's name all fucking day, and then you don't got to be a parent. Like, that's another thing that people did with the Bible. You know, they used it as a babysitter, and that is fucking lazy. That is lazy. And you know what I realized? I saw this lady today, and she had 3 boys like under the age of 6 or 5 even, and she goes, yeah, I can't control them, they don't listen to me, I have to pick and choose my battles. And I just looked at her and I'm like, yeah, you have to pick and choose your battles when you don't want to be a parent, when you don't want to be a mom. Like, you should have that shit locked down. Like, those kids should be fucking walking beside you, listening to what you're saying, and they're fucking running around with like chickens with their heads cut off. And you're telling me you have to pick and choose their battles? This fucking kid is 3 years old. What do you mean pick and choose a battle? They're a fucking baby, man. How do you, what? And it really sparked my interest, because I was like, okay, that's somebody who does not want to be a parent. That is somebody who is being lazy, and they're letting their kids run the situation. And then when their kids act up and their kids fucking run out of, and you know, they run and they rage and they do this shit, they get themselves in trouble, the parent blames the child instantly. How can you blame a child when you're the one, like the parent is the one in control? Like, it's crazy how people can pass power like that. But then when the moment is necessary, when the moment is right, man, they reclaim that power, and you're on the ground. They only pass the power when they don't want to admit they're the ones to blame. Right? And that really sucks, because, like, we're talking about grown-ups here. We're not talking about kids. We're talking about grown-ups. These people are over the age of 40. These people are 30. You know, like, these people are not dumb or deaf or blind. They're perfectly fucking capable. What up, Two-Tone? Hey, you made it. We're only 20 minutes in, buddy. Hey, buddy. Right? Like, it just drives me so crazy how much people blame on their children and then try to pass it off all the time. It's really, like, I don't know, it's kind of scary. Woo. Okay. I know y'all are dying to know what Tarot's saying. All right, moderators, get your eyes, because these fucking robots are out like motherfuckers. They're out like mosquitoes tonight, all right? I think we're getting hit with 2 more right now. Yeah, that's what I'm going to call the trolls from now on. Mosquitoes. That's a good one. You know, no matter how much you spray, no matter how much citronella you got going on, they are still around you, buzzing away. You know what I mean? Yeah, see? Somebody, man, these cards are funny. Somebody is like, they are just lying to you. They're lying about how you're supposed to get help. They're lying about how you're supposed to heal. They're lying about how you grow things, that it takes a while to grow. They're telling you everything takes really fast to grow. They're trying to confuse you by giving you too many things. It confuses you because there shouldn't be anything there. Okay? And then the pure lies. Then there's just lies. And you're like, okay, not only are you massively confusing me because you know that you can confuse me, but now you're telling me that you're going to help me or you're going to send help, but you don't. I end up doing everything on my own. Then you tell me, okay, so everything should grow fast, but here I am growing things slow and you're telling me it's not good enough. So you tell me to go and heal, but there's nothing to heal because I'm fine. Like, okay. What the fuck? Like, somebody's definitely listening to some very biased, outdated opinions, okay? And that is, yeah, typical. There we go. This is probably why. Because of this fucking idiot. It's the devil. You know, if you say his name enough, he appears. Well, there he is. Fucking idiot. Like, they just put that devil right over top of you and they just like puppet stringed you, you know, like little fucking puppeteers, like just making you dance around, making you do all this shit while they're saying the good book. They're saying religion. They're claiming all this bullshit. Like they actually know what they're talking about. And they don't. They're lying. They're lying. And the thing is, when people want to lie that much, that shit goes places. Because if they're lying, you're going to go and tell people, hey, well, listen, you know, my dad told me this. And people are going to be like, that's not true. Or you're going to be like, oh, you know, my mom was like this. She told me a bunch of this. And someone's going to be like, yo, she lied to you. Like, you're going to say things to people because you're going to be like, I know, right? That didn't sound right. Like, why was I kneeling on rice and praying just because I accidentally said the word shit when I had watched it in a movie that my own mother put on, right? It's like something so like contradictory like that, where you're like, what the fuck, mom? Like, you kidding me? Like, this is how you're gonna play me right now? Like, you're really gonna tell me that it's this way when you fucking know I know you're lying? Like, oh my God, look what I'm fucking holding. The Hierophant. I didn't even realize it. Look it. We got double Taurus in the house. That's double Taurus. That's Mars energy. Wait, that is the Tauran symbol. That's Mars energy. No, Whitney, Mars is still here. But Mars energy, I believe it's Taurus. Yeah, so this is double Tauran, and then with the Hierophant, triple Tauran energy. So like this is higher spiritual learning. Okay, 7 of Wands. So now we've got 777 in reverse. 777 in reverse. Oh my gosh, I just pulled the Chariot on the top of the deck. Guess what? It's number 7. Wow, are you getting out of this? You are getting out of this. And you know what? Good for you, because that's the thing. You can still believe in God. You can still believe in the stories. You can still believe in everything you want to believe. That's what I fucking came to understand in my 30s. I had dreadlocks down to my ass, okay? And people kept asking me, are you Rastafarian? Are you Rastafarian? And I was like, just because I have fucking dreadlocks does not mean I'm Rastafarian. No. But then I started like looking at the religion a little bit and kind of being like, all right, like, you know, Rastafari is really peaceful. Actually, it's a really beautiful religion, but there's a lot of things that you can't do, and there's a lot of negativity, and there's a lot of things that I don't agree with. So I liked the stuff that I liked, but I disliked the things where I felt like you can't control people like that and tell them how to fucking eat. That's not right. You can't tell people how to eat. In this kind of world, in this economy, you're going to tell me how to fucking eat when you're not paying my bills, you're not fucking signing my paychecks. Like, you want me to eat like that, you better be fucking giving me a lot more money than this. Like, because a lot of these diets aren't cheap, okay? And that's probably why they put them in the religion, so then you fucking go and spend more money at the grocery store. I mean, who fucking knows? They know what they're doing. We don't. We're the dumb ones paying all the bills, okay? So excuse my French, okay? I'm just trying to get the message out. But it's like, honestly, you know, it just kind of seems like there is somebody around you that is just a raging fucking hypocrite. And I don't like hypocrites. I don't like people who want to talk, and then turn around and do that same fucking thing that they just castrated you for. It's just like, you know, honestly, as I'm getting older, it really, I can't, not a whole lot of blood goes through my body anymore when I so-called get angry or think about something that would get me angry, because now I'm just realizing, in a world of such awful people and the fact that we can't control it, all we can do is control our own minds. And as we get into us and as we mold, like, especially if you were in like a fucking marriage for 20 years, that's the same thing. That's the same thing as living with your parents for 20 fucking years growing up. Okay, because you learn things and you get under control of things, and you get their religion mixed into things, and you get their ideas, you know, like, so no matter what kind of relationship you break out of or you break free from, okay, now everything that you, all this new information that you acquire in your journeys, okay, you put the fucking book together yourself. If you want to put 9 different religions together on only the great shit that you like, fucking do it. Make it a master novel piece, okay, of your legacy. I don't give a shit what the fuck you do. The whole point of religion to begin with was to enlighten. It wasn't to control. It was to enlighten. It was to bring people together. It's like a fucking, honestly, I feel like an AAA meeting, right? Like, or AAA, what is this, triple A? What are we getting towed today, Whitney? Jesus. Okay, I feel like fucking church was like an AA meeting where you went, you were safe, you felt, you know, you had people around you that believed in the same things and that felt the same way. And we morphed out of that because suddenly we realized we could make money off of it. And then the government would get involved and they would fucking fund more shit. And like, you know, honestly, like once we could manipulate it, we did. And that's mankind for you. But coming out of mankind, still living in it, you make your own fucking boat. You make your own religion. You make your own life. You make your own traditions. You make your own mind. You decide. And you get so fucking set in your ways, you don't even tell anybody about it. You just create your own religion and you don't talk about it because you don't want anybody, for one, stealing your ideas because they're going to be awesome. And second, who the fuck cares? People, they just want to fucking label you anyways, or they want to label, I do this religion. Well, I'm Catholic. Well, I'm an atheist. Well, I'm a Jew. Like, fuck off. Get these fucking labels out of here. It's stupid. Okay? It's just to fucking segregate and push everybody into their corners away from each other. That's the problem, right? So when it's a bunch of us who want to, like, I don't know, find each other and, like, I don't know, maybe make a life and kind of be happy, we just go on our separate ways and we go into these little tiny holes and we create lives that are not on social media, that are not blasting fucking posts in front of people's fucking faces about who fucking, what designer we're wearing that day and fucking whose Maserati we're driving around. We don't give a shit. Our phones are down. We're in our lives. That's a different life. Okay, that's, we can change our lives. We don't have to be like everybody else just because it's 2024. We can go back to 1994, leave our fucking cell phones on the counter and go and do life. We don't have to bring our phones with us. We don't have to have our tablets with us. We don't have to fucking contact people. We don't. Who says we do? Just because other people do it, well, evolve out of it. Evolve away from it. If that's what you want to do, do it. Because it seems like whatever you were taught, you don't like. So reteach yourself. Like, honestly, I mean, I need my tires changed. Two-tone. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? I need my tires changed. Yeah, so do I. Who doesn't need their tires changed right now? Honestly, I gotta put my summers on. Do you think I'm going to? No, I'll just run my winters into the ground. I gotta give a fuck. Man, my Yeti mug has turned into a piece of shit. How's everybody doing out there? Are you liking this message? Because you know what? Honestly, as weird as it is, I am liking this message. I am liking this message. And I'm going to let everybody know, get your tires changed. That's for Two-Tone. She's letting everybody know to go get your tires changed. We're going to talk about religion. Two-Tone wants to talk about her tires. That's great. You know what I was thinking? For all the moderators and for people who start doing moderation, I don't know who that is. Hi, Aaron. I'm thinking maybe like we should make like a WhatsApp all together or something, or like a Skype group, and then I can message you and tell you when I'm going live, and then you know, because apparently nobody gets the notifications, but some do right away. Like Heather got her notification fucking mad quick. The Church of Two-Tone. See, once you would say that. There you go. Two-Tone's taking over the reading now. She's taking over the reading. I know, Wenbird. I've really been thinking about your email. Wenbird, that's Wenbird's idea. Wenbird wanted me to just start texting her. And I'm like, oh, honestly, do you think I'm going to remember that? Oh my God, you should have saw my scattered brain today. And you know what's sad is when I want to go live, I get so excited that like, I just like, go crazy, and then I'm live, and like I just like tunnel vision to go live. So do you think I would remember that? So I'm like, okay, but if there's like a big message, then I can be like, okay, I think I'm gonna go live, and then I can let you guys all know. Because if it's like involves more than one people, I feel like I'll remember. But one person, oh my gosh, Wenbird. I'm going to be like, oh, I forgot to message. Oh, watch. Every time I turn on the live, you're going to hear, oh, I forgot to message Wenbird. Honestly, I'm going to do it every time. I'm going to have to write it down. So anyways, I don't know. I've been pondering. I've been thinking about what we should do. Because you guys just kick ass as moderators. Like, I'm not going to lie. You're fucking kicking ass. I mean, Irene's not in here. She's probably sleeping. Wait, she's like 3 hours behind. Yeah, she's probably having a nap right now. She usually, every time we go live, and then she'll message me right after I was sleeping. She does it every time. I'm like, I know, Irene. I always catch her when she's sleeping. Always. So anyways, ooh, look at that. Justice was just peeking her little head out. I like that. Because I think a lot of people are ready to remove some roots. I think that's what this whole thing was about. Like, whether or not it was religion, just change religion to another word, you know, that makes sense to you. And like, I feel like this is, people are going to get the drive to get free from things that are really binding them and like really holding them back. Because there's, at this point in time, honestly, I don't know how much time we have. Nobody knows how much time we have. And I'll be damned if I lose my last half of my life to being an idiot, right? Honestly, and not breaking free from things that I just don't like in general. Like, I need to have the confidence to not like things that people like, because I mean, I'm always kind of the one that likes the thing in the room that nobody else likes. That's me. Usually. Honestly, even the guys I find attractive, other people are like, ugh. And I'm like, yeah, well, you would. Clearly, I see something different. This one guy I like, he looks like a dinosaur. I love it. I love it. He looks like a dinosaur. Like, think I want some Channing Tatum friggin' idiot? No. Pretty people scare me. They do. I'm not the pretty type. I don't like pretty. Ugh. Probably because I shop at the secondhand store. And I don't give a fuck. I mean, I like to look good, but not costing me more than $20. That's for fucking sure. If I have to spend more than $20 on something, I make a promise to wear it. Which dinosaur? It was one off Fraggle Rock. I don't even think it's a real dinosaur. Kind of, actually, a little bit. Actually, if you want to say dinosaur, okay, if you don't want to go by Fraggle Rock, Go by the dinosaur on Jurassic Park that spits that shit into that guy's face. Kind of looks like that. I know, right? Do you guys know the Fraggle Rock one I'm talking about? He really does. I'm crying right now. There's tears coming from my eyes because I can see the Fraggle Rock, and then I look at him and I'm like, oh God, you're like claymation. And I love it. I think it's awesome. Like honestly, like pretty people scare me. They do. I don't like it. Not for me. Nope. Nope. I like the people that nobody else likes. That's me. That's what I do. All right, we're gonna call this a reading. Honestly, I feel like we just had to go to school. I feel like I just went to religion class. Like, I feel like my whole life just flashed before my eyes. Thank you for all the hearts. Who's hearting me right now? Who's doing it? You sons of bitches. Who's showing me the love? Because I'll give it right back. Oh man, there was this place in Calgary where my sister and I used to drive Uber up to, and we called it Fraggle Rock because it was so dry. It was like the desert up there, and then as soon as you went up there, I swear it would start hailing, just for no reason. The fucking houses are like torn apart. So shitty. Alberta is so shitty. Don't ever go there. It's shitty. Just. Oh my God. I think someone's beating up a girl. Oh my God. Can you hear that? Yep. People are fighting. Oh, thank God. Oh my God. Oh my God. This guy's punching this girl in the face. Oh my God. Courtney, call 911. Call 911. These guys are kicking Rory in her ass. They just slammed them in there. Oh my God, they slammed them in there. They're kicking this guy's. Oh my God, close the blind. Don't let them know that we're here. Kicking Jessica's ass.
What's the address over there?
126. I could hear her yelling through the window. And then he starts fucking kicking her in the face and punching her. Oh, I'm still alive. Okay, everybody, I gotta go. I gotta call the cops. See you later.